Hey guys, it's Mary here from Psychic Soulmate. This video is a 3-card tarot reading for what we need to know right here and now. And I am not going to say the date because it doesn't matter, because you are watching this for some mysterious reason that the reading of the message is intended for you. Even if you're watching this, like, let's say, just say 10 years from now, from the date that I've uploaded it, doesn't matter because that's the way spirit guides work. And I love that. I love the way it works because it's just always synchronized. I get that from my students, my clients, friends, family. They say the same thing. This reading and that card was really meant for me. Yeah, it's just the way it works, right? And the cards that I'm working with are the Sun and Moon Tarot. I've already dealt the cards and placed them here. And these cards are so beautiful. I did an unboxing on my IGTV channel. You can check that out later. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go right into the reading. Okay, so the first card is the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is intuition. She knows, or he knows. It's a card of seeing deeper than something than just the surface. Now, I always see this as you're receiving messages. It's actually a messenger card. It's a psychic card, is what it is. But things might not be revealed to you all yet. I always see it as that there's more to the situation. It's a mysterious card as well. There's more to the situation than just meets the eye. So you may be going through some stuff that you quite don't understand. Like it's a higher meaning. There's a higher meaning towards this. There's a higher purpose for this, and you may not really see the full picture of whatever the situation may be with relationships or whatever you're going through, even finances, health, everything that's happening to you right now is actually there's more to the situation than just meets the eye, and everything happens for a reason. Okay, and I love that. I just love the High Priestess. Is one of my favorite cards because it's just so mysterious, and it's the moon. It's just so energetically inclined to intuition and just knowing. So I always say, if you're on the right track, I always get that. When I get that card, it tells me, okay, so I'm seeing something. I'm on the right track. I may not see it all at once, the vision, but it's there. Okay. Queen of Cups is actually nurturing energy. It's actually feeling your feels. It's actually spiritual as well. It's connecting to the emotional parts, our emotional bodies. It's actually getting deep. It's getting into healing and nurturing and all spiritual matters as well. And that is pretty amazing because it is right next to the High Priestess. So your intuition is really getting strong. So whatever you're feeling, there's something there that's going on in your life that is actually getting you closer to it. Okay. Now, if your inquiry is about love, you are getting closer to who or where or like how you're going to find this person, or the relationship is finally going to be, finally going to get that aha moment. Because sometimes, let's just face it, there's a person in our life that we think, or at the moment, we are just so much in love with that person, and we feel, okay, well, why is that person not reciprocating that feeling? And I know that that person feels the same way I do. Well, there's a reason why, because whatever circumstances that person's going through, okay? So things can be complicated. So I'm just giving you an example. Or say, for instance, that person is not ready now. So it's kind of like telling you that you're going to finally get that. Sometimes people come into our life to help us see something in ourselves that we didn't even see before. And not to say that, oh, could I be with that person? It's not black and white, guys. It doesn't work like that. And I know I get a lot of relationship questions. Is that person coming back? It's not about if that person's coming back or not. It's more about you experiencing what you're supposed to be experiencing with that whole relationship, why it was into your life to begin with. Now, even if you got a disappointment from that person, it's the same thing. That's what I'm talking about. And say, for instance, if there's nobody in your life, and you just keep getting a rejection after a rejection, there's a reason why, because you're meant to be alone. You're meant to fall in love with yourself. The person that's meant to be in your life right now is yourself. And I know that may sound very boring to some people. Like, I love to live with myself. Of course, if you love yourself, when you find the love within your heart and with you actually attract the right person to you. It's amazing how it works. Like, you actually can attract the right person to you when you practice self-love and when you are in tune to your heart center, when you open your heart, because this is our heart chakra and we have to open it. And when we open it, we allow love to come in. But sometimes then we have to do some work, right? We have to do some work, And the Death card is death and rebirth was the outcome, which is basically saying that there's a new beginning, a new life that's about to begin. There's a new life that's about to happen. And it's not physical death. It doesn't have to necessarily mean physical death. I'm just saying that because I'm having a kitty cat that's going through, he's going through a lot of stuff right now. And he's going through a change. And so this is what it represents: rebirth, death and rebirth. So there's a new life that's happening for you. Okay, so I'm telling you right now, what I see is that there's going to be some, out of this whole situation, you are going to come out even stronger than you actually realize that you could. Like, there's going to be something that's going to actually be bigger. There's something bigger that's on the horizons, that's on the way, that you don't even see. There's something that you know is coming, but you're not sure. So, like, I'm filming this during the pandemic, and you know, things are opening up, closing up, opening up. Where I am, everything is basically barely even opening up. We're still closed. You know, North America, you might be going to our shutdown now again. Like, it's like there's waves, it's these roller coasters, but it's meant to bring something out in you. And especially with not being able to see your loved ones, not to be able to see that person that you love, there's a lot of stuff. Or when I say seeing, it might even be just to connect with that person. That person's not connecting, because it does a lot of strange things to us. It makes us close off. You know, we're going through a lot of weird stuff right now. I am just going through a lot of stuff with my kitty cat. Like I was saying, like Garcia, everybody knows Garcia. He comes into the readings sometimes and he has a message. I channel animals, I channel him. And you know, I have to admit, before about an hour ago, I was not making the video to post this. I'm probably gonna post this tonight, but I was not going to do it because I just didn't feel the energy to. The reason why, and you know how much I love my videos, you know how much I love talking with you guys and doing the work that I do, but I was really down and depressed because, well, he's been diagnosed with a terminally ill disease. And, you know, we were told last week that we have to put him down within the next couple of days. And, you know, it was very heartbreaking, but he had a lot of life in him. He's still eating, he's still playing, he's still, you know, if you follow me on social media, you've heard me talk and you've seen him and how he's behaving and everything. And we took him to another vet, and the other vet told us that, well, she wanted to admit him to the hospital. The first vet, his vet that he goes to now, his current vet, she told us that there's really no hope, that we would have to do a lot of, she told us at the beginning that it might be hospitalized and everything, but she did what she can by giving him fluids and everything. And then, you know, then she said, let's say it to you straight. He's older, he's 16. He doesn't got much time to go, and why make him suffer and just put him out of his misery, basically. And, you know, I was open to that because I don't want my cat to suffer. I don't want Garcia to suffer. So Dave and I just talked about it for a couple of days, and then, you know, we said, well, we're just going to play it by ear and just see how he reacts within the next couple of days. And, you know, wouldn't you know it, they're not open during the whole day. They close because of COVID. They're closed, they're only open for a few hours a day in the morning. So it was the evening, and we said, okay, we got to put him down. So there was his old vet from previous years ago. We took him to, and they examined him, and they said that he has to be admitted into the hospital because he's got everything. We brought his paperwork and everything of what's wrong with him, with his liver, his pancreas, his kidneys, bowel disease. He's got everything going on, but he's got a very strong heart. He's very still perky. That's what she said. She said he's very alert and very awake, you know. And so she said there's a chance, admit him into the hospital, and just a lot of stuff that they have to do to him. And I was even put a autopsy and just see if it is cancer in his liver, if it's leukemia, because everything's on a cellular. Ultrasound won't really show because it's on a cellular level. And, you know, long story short, Dave and I didn't want to do that, so we said, okay, just give him some fluids, and the fluids actually help him. And another thing too, she said that the chicken that we were giving him, or the food that the other vet, that the diabetic food that he was on, because he had diabetes for a week and then it went away, that it's no good for him because it's actually really irritating his bowels. So they put him on kangaroo meat, or kangaroo canned cat food. Oh my OMG, he loved it. He went to town. He's been eating ever since. This is 3 days ago. He's been eating, and he's just loving it. And you know, he's a little bit more tired. He's not lethargic as much, but he's got a little energy. So we're just playing it by ear just to see how he is. But at the time, sorry for the long blah blah blah, I was just thinking, you know, this dance is just, you know, I'm thinking of the future, right? And what I've been doing is I've been just trying to get my stress levels down I've been teaching virtual Zumba classes on ZumbaDance.com. And if you're interested, let me know, I'll put you on the list. But I've been doing Zumba. That helps me to moving my body and moving. And plus, oh, did I not mention that Dave went through gum surgery, major gum surgery? So we usually go for walks twice a day in this area for like a few miles, and we can't do that, right? So I can't, and I don't want to walk by myself because I'll get depressed. So anyways, I like to walk with Dave. Anyways, so I just said, okay, I'm just going to do Zumba. So anyways, long story short, I know I keep saying that over and over, don't I? I say anyways. So what I was doing, I was just folding my clothes for my laundry, and I heard these words. Now he lies down on our bed, like you have a little spot for him, and I just heard these words saying, you know, I'm not dead. I'm not gone yet. Enjoy me enjoy me right now. Enjoy that I'm here. You wanted more time with me, well, you got more time. This is what I heard, okay? And he said, make your video. Talk to people. Make your video. I wouldn't be surprised if he came in and he, you know, but he's not going to. He's asleep. So, but that's what I was hearing. And I looked at him and I just see him looking at me. He poked his head. And I said, wow. So that was a message from Garcia for me to make this video, to live my life, and just, I know that, but you know, when you hear it somehow, or that's coming from him, I kept hearing, I'm not dead, I'm not dead, I'm not dead, I'm not dead, I am not dead, I am still here. And even when he crosses over to the Kitty Rainbow Bridge, he is not dead. He is his body is transforming into something. His spirit is transforming. His soul is going into another dimension, and he's going to be something else. So that is, you know, that's what he's trying to tell me. It's just his physical body. He needs to go to his soul collective area where he was, his whole group, his soul collective group. Okay, if I'm saying that right. But anyway, that's what's happening. And I know that. So anyway, that's why I'm here. Okay, it's just to spread some light. So I don't know if that story would help you, but anyways, I'm just giving you a little bit of what's going on with me. So my message here to you is, the High Priestess is, you have all the answers to all the questions. Everything is just behind a veil. Okay, so everything is here. You have to nurture that. You have to nurture everything that's happening to you. You have to honor that. You have to, like I said, like what Garcia said, you know, got to live your life. You are here. You got to be in the moment. And he said to me, you're always talking about being present. Why are you living in the future? Why are you living in the future? You could tell the future, but why are you living there? Why are you not living in the present moment? So I'm telling you that things have to move. Life goes on. And even when he's gone, life goes on. That's what he was saying. I'm going to still be here, but I'm going to just not be here in physical form. So there's an energy change for you too. So this means something to you. If you're watching this, you are going through a transformation, and maybe you have lost a fur friend, because when we have our fur friends, they are families to us. They're not just, oh, that's that cat, oh, that dog. No, it's more than that. I mean, they're family. They really are. And I would cherish and I'm just grateful that, you know, that I had the honor to meet him and to be with him. And I've known him for almost 15 years. You know, he's 16. Dave had him a year before we got together. So, you know, he was my emotional support cat, and I always say that because he really nurtured me. Every time I was sick, he was there. He healed me, and he did a lot for me. And that's what's happening. I know this is probably for me too, just to move forward, because a new beginning is about on the horizons, and he will always be around and in our hearts. I did a lot of videos on my YouTube channel with Garcia. I may just post them down below so you guys can see how robust he was. He's a big cat. He used to be 19 pounds. I weighed him today on my scale. He was 13 pounds. I mean, that's for a big long cat, and he's a ragdoll breed. Ragdoll breeds are the soft, furry, and also part coon. I mean, anyways, I can go on and on about my cat, just like we all can with our fur friends, right? We all do that, right? If you have a fur friend, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm grateful that you are here watching this. If you watch this through the whole video, thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your kind and beautiful comments and words. And I know I haven't gotten back to everybody, but thank you so much. And, you know, I am grateful just to be talking to you guys here, even if it's right now I'm filming on a phone, but I know you are listening and you are there. And I'm so grateful. Life is great. Life is amazing, you know. Oh, and if you're interested in getting a longer reading, please visit my website, psychicsoulmatereading.com. And I am working on a new course, Tarot at the Round Table. That's what the death, the rebirth meant as well. Oh gosh, I remember that. Yes, lots of changes happening for all of us. So let's just be in the moment, like Garcia says. And until the next video, I wish you peace, blessings, love, and light.